Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Packers going up against the Jaguars. With that, I get to say hello for the first time to our new commentators this year as I'm privileged to welcome in Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, the privilege is ours as we welcome our viewers inside Everbank Field here in downtown Jacksonville. Today, the opener of the 2016 NFL season between the Green Bay Packers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And partners, we look a little closer at these two teams. The Packers last year went from 12 wins down to 10. Meanwhile, the Jags, another disappointing season at 5-11.
But management has shown incredible patience, and they believe it's going to be rewarded this season. They think they have the makings of a team that can challenge for a division title. And Green Bay didn't win their usual amount of games.
Still 0-0 here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways.
This defense has at least kept them out of the end zone, limited them to the field goal attempt. See if they can wreak any havoc on that field goal try. And Myers able to knock it through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
This defense already looking at a deficit on the scoreboard, but now what can they design here to disrupt this 3rd down play? Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. A gain of... Thomas, the lone receiver, left. From the gun, it's Bortles. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Julius Peppers able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. Bortles now on 3rd and goal. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Myers able to knock it through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're...
It would be a long field goal from here. A lot could go wrong on a kick of this distance. Let's see what transpires. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg? Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Time running out here on the play clock. Now it's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even...
Time to jump back in as Aaron Rodgers has the Packer offense inside the red zone and looking to finish off a scoring drive. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Rodgers now to throw. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
3 yards remaining here on second down. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. His pass caught at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll try to pound it in with Lacy. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. The play clock's running down. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still second down.
On second down, here's Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And Crosby puts it through, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6, an unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy.
Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Bortles. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll come out in the pistol. scrambles to throw on second down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Allen Hurns in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, in this defense hoping to turn that third down into 4.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage. A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, in this defense hoping to turn that third down into 4th.
Hey, watch number 5, Ready, go.
They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it?
On now is the kicker Jason Myers for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
And now the Packers get set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing... A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, in this defense hoping to turn that third down into 4th. Play clock winding down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacey. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations.
The field goal unit is out there. Let's see if they can knock this one through. And Crosby puts it through, and they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So 2 field goals now for Crosby, a man who became the Packers' all-time leading scorer last year, topping the mark set by Ryan Longwell.
And as you know, Lambeau Field is not an easy place to kick field goals.
This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. From the gun on third down, Bortles. And that is incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Boy, a third miss of the game right there. By rights, they could be high and dry right now, but instead, this is still a ball game.
And defensively here, you can't let this affect you. You've got to go out and do your job, not worry about someone else's.
Our eyes shift to the defense of the Jaguars now. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out, you feel like you're...
The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. Fourth quarter, close game. Third down, here we go. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find it.
So we have a red zone alert. Tie game, fourth quarter. Very likely a deciding moment in this contest. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So we have a red zone alert. Tie game, fourth quarter. Very likely a deciding moment in this contest. They come out here in the eye. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's first and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense. Still second down.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll give Yeldon another crack. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
And there's the go-ahead touchdown. And so likely will kick an extra point. But to me, I'm looking forward. Special teams now with your kickoff.
So this offense now in a spot where they have to hit the end zone. A field goal does them no good at this deficit. They have 2 timeouts remaining. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat for Lacey. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A beautiful spin and room to run. 23 yards on the play. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. One back is Lacey. He's back to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second and just 1. They'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. It goes as a pickup of 23. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal. Rodgers to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And not able to get it that time. He'd hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. Second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now we're getting to the good stuff here in overtime as this offense takes over. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
It'll go as a gain of 12, and that leads to a Green Bay first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now a first down carry, it's Lacy. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come out in the pistol. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come up in an offset eye. Rodgers now to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for Green Bay, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head down to San Diego for a matchup with the Chargers.
it.